Hey Broncos fans, we've got some big news to share with you. In the past few hours, Coach Sean Payton received some news that really hit home. As we look ahead to the 2025 draft, we're hoping the board makes some smart choices so we can go into the next season stronger than ever and make a bigger impact than we did in 2024. But before we dive in, be sure to hit that like button. But only if you're a true Broncos fan. We've got some fans here who've been supporting the team for over 20 years, and it's amazing to see you all. Now, let's get into the news. The Denver Broncos have made a surprising decision to part ways with special teams coordinator Ben Kotwica'S. This is a move that's shaking up Broncos country, and it marks a key moment in Coach Payton's journey as head coach. It shows that he's committed to perfection and isn't willing to settle for anything less. Kotwica'S had spent 2 seasons shaping a special teams unit that often stood out for its strong performances. So why make such a bold move when this group was consistently one of the team's strengths? Under Kotwica'S, we saw some great moments. Will Lutz, who was named AFC Special Teams Player of the Week 3 times, kept the field goals coming through in big moments. The Broncos also ranked among the top 10 in the NFL for punt and kickoff return averages, thanks to players like Marvin Mims, who made the Pro Bowl for his efforts. Kotwica'S definitely helped develop a special teams unit that showed plenty of promise. But in the end, this decision shows just how focused Coach Payton is on building a Broncos team that can dominate and make a deep playoff run. This move now shifts the focus to what Coach Sean Payton will do next. There's a lot of speculation about who might replace Kotwica'S, and 2 names are standing out, both of whom have strong connections to Payton. The first is Banjo, a former player under Payton who's quickly making a name for himself as a rising coaching star. Banjo recently interviewed for the special teams coordinator position with the San Francisco 49ers, and his growing reputation could make him a strong candidate. Given Payton's past with Banjo as both a player and a coach, this could be a natural fit. Could this be a reunion in the making, or is there more to the story? Another name that's being talked about is Darren Rizzi, a veteran special teams coordinator with a long history of success. Rizzi spent over 10 years shaping top-tier special teams units with the New Orleans Saints. He's known for his leadership and his ability to get the best out of his players, having led units that ranked in the NFL's top 10 in 12 out of 13 seasons. Players love him, and he consistently earns high marks in the NFLPA's annual survey. Rizzi's proven track record makes him an exciting option for a Broncos team looking to maintain and even build on its special team success. The timing of Kotwica'S firing raises some questions, especially considering the bigger picture. The special teams unit had its share of struggles, including a high-profile blocked field goal and a few key mistakes in late-season games. While these moments were rare, they may have been enough for Payton to feel a change was needed. The blocked kick against Buffalo and the inconsistent punting in crucial games could have added extra pressure. Payton might also be looking to bring in someone he trusts, which could explain the decision to go with one of his guys in this important role. Kotwica'S departure goes beyond just a coaching change. It signals Payton's bigger vision for the team. He's not looking for small improvements. He's determined to build a team that's a constant playoff contender. By addressing even the areas that were working well, Payton is showing he's all in on reaching championship-level standards. It also highlights his understanding of how every part of the game, offense, defense, and special teams, plays a role in the Broncos' overall success. For fans, this move is exciting, but also brings up questions about stability. Special teams have been a major strength for the Broncos in recent years, so bringing in a new coordinator could disrupt the flow and chemistry this group has built. But if we look at Payton's track record, it's clear this move is part of a bigger, well-thought-out plan for taking the Broncos to the top. Now, Broncos country, it's time for you to weigh in. Do you think this is a necessary step toward greatness, or could it unsettle a unit that was already performing well? Who would you prefer to take over, Banjo or Darren Rizzi, and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more updates as this story continues to develop. Another thing to think about, is how this decision might affect the team mentally. Special teams often fly under the radar, but they can be the difference between winning and losing. The Broncos have been lucky to have players like Marvin Mims step up with key plays, helping the team secure important wins and keep momentum going. Special teams players often have smaller roles on the roster, but still need a unique combination of skills, discipline, and humility to succeed. By moving on from Kotwica, Payton could be sending a strong message to the locker room about the importance of always striving for improvement. Sean Payton is sending a clear message. Even when things are good, they're not good enough. He's setting the bar high for every part of the team: offense, defense, and special teams, insisting that all will be held to an elite standard. As a coach who's always emphasized the importance of detail and accountability, this move is likely part of his plan to build a championship mindset throughout the entire organization. The question is whether the players will see it as a push to get better or view it as unnecessary disruption. The ripple effect of this decision is already being felt beyond the field. Fans are debating whether Kotwica'S firing was fair, given the strong performance of the special teams. Some believe it was a tough but necessary decision, while others question whether it was too harsh. No matter where you stand, it's clear this move is going to keep Broncos country talking all through the offseason. Let's also take a look at how the potential replacements could impact the future of the special teams unit. If Chris Banjo is brought in, he could offer a unique advantage as a former player who understands the ins and outs of special teams from personal experience. His time with Payton, both as a player and a mentee, could make for an easy transition. Banjo's recent playing career could help him connect with younger players, earning their trust and bringing his coaching philosophy to life. Even though he's only been coaching for a short time, Banjo's rise has already caught the attention of major teams like the San Francisco 49ers, proving he has the potential to be a great coordinator. On the other hand, Darren Rizzi brings a wealth of experience and a proven track record. With more than a decade of top 10 special teams performances, Rizzi knows what it takes to run a successful unit. His leadership, which players highly respect, could be a key asset in keeping morale high and players focused during the transition. If the Broncos are looking for a balance between maintaining stability and introducing fresh ideas, Rizzi might be the ideal choice to keep the special teams unit performing at a high level. And then there's the timing of it all, which adds even more intrigue to this decision. With free agency and the draft on the horizon, special teams could play a crucial role in how the Broncos build their roster. If Payton and the front office focus on adding players who can excel in this area, it could signal that they're placing more emphasis on using special teams as a strategic edge. On the other hand, if they choose to prioritize other positions of need, it'll be up to the new coordinator to make the most of the talent already on the roster. One thing is for sure: Sean Payton's bold decisions are reshaping the Broncos in a big way. Whether you see Kotwica'S firing as a smart move or a risky gamble, it's clear Payton is committed to leaving no stone unturned in his quest for a championship. This isn't just about special teams. It's about setting the tone for the entire organization. Payton is building a team that doesn't just aim for the playoffs, but is focused on dominating once they get there. So, Broncos fans, what's your take? Does this move boost your confidence in Payton's leadership? Or does it leave you questioning the team's direction? Are you leaning toward Chris Banjo's player-focused approach, or do you prefer Darren Rizzi's proven experience? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the conversation going. The offseason is just beginning, and with Payton leading the charge, it's shaping up to be an exciting time for the Broncos. Stay tuned for more updates and insights as the team continues to build toward a brighter future. The bigger picture here goes beyond just the special teams coordinator role. This move reflects how Payton views the Broncos as a whole and his vision for creating a culture of accountability, precision, and excellence. Decisions like this are part of a larger plan, not just isolated moves. For Broncos fans, this could be a sign of a future where the team doesn't just compete but truly dominates. Let's not forget the bigger context. Special teams may often be seen as the third phase of football, but it's one that can make or break a season. In a league where games are often decided by a single possession, special teams can be the deciding factor. We'll be keeping an eye on how this all unfolds, so be sure to check back for more updates. Let's go Broncos!